guys. For today's video, I'm going to show a tutorial for this look. I know it isn't much, but it was a look inspired by those days where you wake up and you look at your clock and you're like, oh, I can sleep a couple more minutes, and then you wake up again and you look and you have approximately 15 minutes before you need to be out the door and you're still in bed. I know that I've had way more of those days than I would care to admit, and if I'm being completely honest, I would usually just skip makeup on those days. But I know not everyone is comfortable doing that, and so I thought I would share a tutorial with a quick and easy makeup look that you can do in literally 5 minutes. I timed myself and I did my makeup in 4 minutes 25 seconds today. So I personally think that's pretty impressive. This makeup look is also really great for lazy days, and this is the look I do on my lazy days where I want to wear makeup but I don't feel like putting any effort into it. So I'm just going to insert a clip of me doing my makeup, and then afterwards I will go through the products and show you guys what I used and why I used it. So the first thing I did was I concealed, and for that I used my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I just popped it on where I needed it and spread it out with my fingers instead of using a brush because I find that that saves time. I chose this particular concealer because it is super high coverage and it lasts a long time. Next I did my foundation, and for that I used my e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Foundation. It's just a super soft powder foundation, and it's super pigmented, and it hides everything I need it to, and I can just pop this into my bag with like a little puff, which I have done before for touch-ups on the go, and I find that I really like this for days where I don't want a ton of makeup or where I don't have a ton of time. And then to apply that, I used my e.l.f. Kabuki face brush just because it covers a lot of area and it's super soft and good for applying powder foundation. Next, I brushed through my eyebrows with a basic spoolie. It's nothing special, it's just a simple spoolie, and I just did that so that my brows were in place and not all unruly. Next was eyeshadow. Now normally I would prime my eyes, but I forgot to grab an eye primer when I brought my stuff over, so I just went without, and I used my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette for this look. And the first thing I did was I took the color Naked 2 right here on my Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I just popped it in there and then rocked it into my crease just to create a slight transition. It's not anything fancy or special, it was just to add a little bit of shadow. And then I took the color Venus, which was like more of a satin finish white eyeshadow, and I just grabbed that on my finger and I popped that all over my lid just because it does kind of brighten the eyes. And then for mascara, I used my Essence Get Big Lashes Triple Black Mascara, and there was no real reason why I used this exact mascara, it was just the one I grabbed. The blush that I applied next was my NYX powder blush in Pinched, and it's just a very lovely peachy pink color with a slight, just the slightest amount of gold reflex throughout, and it's not a super glittery blush, I'll swatch it. It's just a very natural kind of satiny finish, and I find that it gives a very healthy, just pinched look. That's probably why the name is Pinched. Just pinched look to the cheeks. And then on my lips, I popped on the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in Plum Perfect. It's just one of those chubby lip pencils that you can just kind of pop on and go. I chose this one because it's not super pigmented. It's pigmented, but it's not like so pigmented that you need to sit there and like, oh, I have to make sure I'm doing it perfect. No, you can just kind of slick it on your lips and go. It's just super easy, super quick, and you can throw it in your bag and retouch it throughout the day as needed. And then the last thing I did, because I had a little bit of extra time, was I just barely added some powder to my brows. This is my e.l.f. Brow Kit in Ash, and I just popped some of the powder throughout my brows using my Real Techniques brow brush. Nothing fancy. It was just to kind of fill them in a little bit. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!